Alright, what is good guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video I wanted to go over 5 mistakes that will get your Amazon influencer account banned, taken down, terminated if you're doing any one of these things. So be sure to watch to the very end so you don't make any of these mistakes, because any one of these will trigger Amazon's algorithm and you will lose your account and have to start all over or be permanently banned. Now before we get started, be sure to smash that like button down there. Be sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Have you ever gone through one of these issues? And as always, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you stay notified more on the Amazon influencer program, TikTok shop affiliate, and just much more when it comes to content creation like YouTube, Facebook, and everything else in between. All right, so one of the cool things about the Amazon influencer program is that it's pretty straightforward business, right? You upload videos, you publish them, get products, source them, and then just rinse and repeat, right? So there's really no such thing as like higher risk when it comes to this business model. But sadly, there are those simple little things that if you do them, it can literally cost you your account. In fact, I've done one of these mistakes myself that I'm going to list, and I literally lost my first account because of this issue, literally a month into the program, which is crazy, all right? And that was like 2 years ago around there. So yeah, so let me, go ahead and explain these issues to you so you don't risk losing your account and then doing the same mistakes that I made, and then having to start from scratch, okay? Now, number one is buying your own products or having your friends, relatives, trying to buy from using your commission links. Look, Amazon's algorithm is very, very powerful, especially in 2026. They have really tightened down on tracking, like IP addresses, cookies, all this type of data, okay? Like, they are not stupid. They know exactly where you're sharing these type of links. And if they suspect that you're sharing them to family or friends trying to up the system, they will take your account down because they see that as, manipulation or whatever, however they pronounce it. See, the point of sharing your offsite links is to bring in new traffic, like posting out on a YouTube channel, a Facebook group, attracting more customers on the platform, not trying to attract people that you already know that already shop on Amazon. So, trying to share these links, you got to be very careful because if Amazon, catches you doing it multiple times, they will take your account down. This is probably one of the, major things that they take very serious. So don't fuck around and find out, all right? So just don't do it. If you're thinking of doing it, I'm telling you right now, just get away from that type of shit, all right? I mean, once or twice by accident, I don't think it'll trigger a major red flag. But if they see that you're purposely constantly doing that shit, yeah, they're gonna take it down, bro. So don't do it, because otherwise you're gonna lose that account just like that. Number two is taking payments in order to leave like written reviews. And this is something that I see in a lot of these like Facebook groups where people are like, hey, this seller wants to pay me, $30 or whatever if I leave a video review and a written review, okay? Now, as far as like the video review, that's a very gray area. Some people will say you technically shouldn't be doing that. Other people will say it's perfectly fine as long as you don't do the written. Look, I'm not gonna say this or that about that specifically when it comes to the actual video reviews. If you feel like it's gonna affect your account, maybe don't do it. If you're okay with doing that, then hey, it's up to you. I'm not gonna say here to do this or that when it comes to that specifically. Now I know for a fact when it comes to the written reviews where you actually live, like the 5 stars and then the review, typing it and whatnot, I know for a fact Amazon is very hard on that stuff. So don't be doing that, okay? And if sellers are telling you to do this, in exchange for like a product or something like that, tell them that is against their terms of service, because not only will they get in trouble, but you will get in trouble too, and they will take down your account, okay? So don't play around with that, because that is really some manipulation type of stuff, because the sellers have been getting away with that for years, in the Amazon FBA space, especially a lot of private label sellers, with trying to get those written reviews, and a lot of them have been cracked down. So you do not want to be on the end, part of that stuff. So just don't do it. If you want to exchange for a product, for a video or whatever, then whatever. But when it comes to those written reviews, don't do it, okay? Like, at all. Like, I don't care if you're getting paid $1,000, unless that $1,000 is more worth it to you than your whole account. Hey, do what you do, but just saying, Amazon will crack down on that type of shit, all right? So yeah, be careful though. Now, number three, sharing links and hidden spots, okay? And what do I mean by hidden spots? Look, when it comes to the influencer program, Amazon wants anything you do with this program to be very public. Like your social media account, you cannot private that or change the username without reaching out to Amazon first. Like if you have a public account and then you change it to private for whatever reason, Amazon's going to take down your account like very quick. So you got to be very careful doing that. And even with the deep links, sharing offsite links and whatnot, they need to be in public areas. This is where people get very confused, and I see it all the time in these Facebook groups we're talking about like, hey, can I share my links in a public Facebook group, or does it have to be private, or this and that? Okay, it has to be in a public spot so Amazon can actually track where you're sharing these links. Okay, because if you're sharing them even through like DMs, personal DMs and stuff, they don't even like that. So that's why you see people, they be posting it like on their stories on Instagram, having the links right there, like their little ideas list and whatnot, so you can go check out whatever products they're sharing. So that's really the best way, best method to go about that, and not sharing them through personal DMs or private Facebook groups or anything like that. So make sure that they're public, that really anybody can see it, because if Amazon detects that you're trying to hide those links, yeah, they're gonna actually take down your account. So you got to be very careful doing that. Again, maybe once or twice by accident, you're perfectly fine. But if you constantly keep doing it and Amazon sees this habit from you, yeah, don't be surprised when your account gets taken down. All right, man. Now, number 4, and this is a very huge one that a lot of people aren't even aware about, and this is exactly how I lost my first account when I started into this program, and that's by using the Amazon logo. Okay, now even the word Amazon is a gray area, and it depends how you use it. I know for a fact you can't use it in your social media handles, like Oscar's best Amazon finds or something like that. You cannot use it in that type of way. Now, if you mention the name, maybe just in general, then I think you're perfectly fine with that. But I know they don't want you using that name, representing as your own personal brand, because you don't technically own that. Okay, but I know for a fact that the Amazon logo, that little switch logo or whatever, that is a very strict no-no. All right, like, bro, like, when I lost my first account, the reason was because I was using that logo in my actual Discord group. So, which is crazy, because on my social media handle, my Instagram, I had just like the little tree link on there. Like the logo was nowhere near on my actual social media page, but they must have clicked on that link. And when they clicked on the link, it showed right there, for the Discord group that I had when I was teaching Amazon FBA, and I was using the logo at that time. And so for that reason, they literally took my account down. No warning or anything. I got that email like, hey, your account has been taken down for using the logo. Please apply again or whatever. Now that was a big shocker to me when I saw that email. I was like, damn, man. So immediately I went, changed my bio, took it off, and just got rid of it completely. So yeah, this is a big one. And I've heard of other people. I know someone that personally, he used his like YouTube account before to get into the program, and he got approved. But because he taught a lot of like Amazon FBA stuff and all this and that, he was using the logo like crazy in all his thumbnails. So yeah, luckily for him, they actually gave him a chance to take them all down and re-upload new thumbnails without the logo. So he had to go and sit there and go through his videos and whatnot. So at least, it's good to know Amazon give some people a chance, because they didn't give my ass a chance. They just said, bro, you're done for. So yeah, pretty crazy shit right there. But it is what it is. Made a second account and then, started going back from there. So yeah, the logo, get rid of it. Like whatever social media account you're using, whether it's your Instagram, TikTok or whatever, do not use that logo whatsoever on any of your stories. Don't use it on any of your posts. If you have it anywhere on any of your posts, especially for some of you who are probably Amazon FBA sellers and you're watching my video, yeah, if you have pictures of the boxes, because I know some of y'all be posting like, your shipments and whatnot, either get rid of them, hide them, or something. Because yeah, they are very strict about their logo. They don't play around, and you will lose that account like I did. All right, so just saying, man, trying to put your guys on game so you don't risk your account. All right, now lastly, number 5 is basically not having any disclosures when you're promoting some of your shoppable videos. Okay, and what I mean by that is not putting somewhere either in the title or mentioning it in the video that, hey, this is an ad, or I am getting a free gift in exchange to review this product. Okay, the government, FCC, they're cracking down very hard on Amazon, probably even TikTok too, really just any social media platform that is, having influencers promote their products, about being honest that they're basically, exchanging products for their reviews and whatnot, because they need to show people that, hey, this ain't just, for fun, for free. They're doing this because they got this product or they got paid for this. So you need to be, implementing somewhere that it's an ad, had a little hashtag with ad either on your title somewhere, or mentioning it in the video like, hey, I received this product in exchange for this, and so like that they know too. Okay, when it comes to this, marketing, social media marketing type of stuff, yeah, it's just they just want to make sure that people understand, that you're basically getting paid or you're gifted something in exchange for that, video review, to make it, because it's just something that I guess it's just a very gray area. But yeah, Amazon government, they are cracking down hard on it. So make sure that you're somewhere in there, you're implementing it, especially if you're getting free products from like Creator Connections you definitely on those videos want to mention that, hey, you got this product in exchange for a review. Okay, now if you source stuff through like Airbnbs or you buy some stuff, then that's different because nobody's giving you nothing for free doing that. But if you're getting these products for free or you're getting paid for them, then yeah, you got to mention that. Okay, so just be very careful. Even if you're uploading these videos to YouTube, even on there you have to do like add hashtags or just mention it somewhere that that's an ad or something like that, or a gifted collab. So yeah, it's very tricky, it's very annoying, frustrating, but yeah, if you're not careful, I mean, hey, you never know, government could probably come after your ass and sue you or something like that, take legal course. So yeah, just be careful with that type of stuff. So but yeah, overall those are my 5 main top reasons on being very careful not to get your account banned, suspended. And if you do any of these things, or you are doing any of these things right now, I would stop ASAP. All right, so hopefully this video was super helpful though. Hopefully you learned a thing or two. Leave a comment down below if any of you ever gone through some of these things, or you're doing any of that, or just any way I can help with you guys. All right, so but with that being said, guys, that is it. That is the end of this video. Appreciate you guys for watching as always. But with that, I am out. Peace.